back with you with Hawkeye's Old Western Comics and some other collectible items that we've been showing you, but I thought we'd concentrate on more comics here today, and I'm showing you what may be called line drawn or just regular drawings of some of these comic book heroes. This is a kind of a rare one. It's a 1940 promotional comic put out by Ralston Purina Serial of Tom Mix, and if you send in 2 box tops from Ralston Purina Serial, then they'd send you this comic in the mail. But a lot of times it would have a crease right down the middle of the front cover, and you'll notice on this one there's no crease. So I was glad to get that one. I have 2 copies of this. Fred Meager was the artist, and what he does in this, he illustrates the life and adventures of Tom Mix. There were 12 issues altogether in this promotional comic. Came out in 1940, went through, I believe, 1943, or maybe just a little longer. So you put that over there, Mark. And then showing some more of these line-drawn comics. I'll turn it around where you can see it. Hopalong Cassidy #1, and you know his character was created by Clarence Mulford, and in the novel he was a little different from what he was in the comic and in the movies. He was more of a kinder fighting for justice, and he didn't use bad language in the comics and in the movies. But you'll notice on the front cover that Captain Marvel, superhero, he's endorsing Hopalong Cassidy's comics. This was put out by Fawcett Publishing Company, and later on, when they started issue number 86, it was with DC Comics, and the artist when they started out was Edward McGowan, and those are nice comics to look for. We're trying to show you some that are fairly rare, or scarce, or hard to find. And this is one I was surprised that it is listed as scarce in the Overstreet comic book price guide. It's called Bobby Benson's Barbie Bar Riders, put out in 1950. Bob Powell is the artist, and there turned out to be 16 issues altogether, and it features Bobby Benson, a young ranch owner. He's the featured character in it. He's a teenage owner of the ranch. Rides a Palomino horse called Amigo, and what's interesting, it features the first appearance of the Lemonade Kid. Ever heard of him? The Lemonade Kid. In his regular persona, he was called Tex. But what's interesting about this comic, the #1 and number 14, number 9, number 11, all list for about the same price, around $600 or $700 if they're in mint condition. There are also some nice ads in this one for a lot of the early old Western comics. Now here's one. I think the interesting thing about Two Gun Kid, Dick Ayers is the artist, but Stan Lee, you know that guy, and Jack Kirby are listed as the writers. The character in the Two Gun Kid is Matt Hawk, and he fights for justice, law and order, and you know, decency. It's interesting. He starts out with a horse named Thunder, and he ends up being Cyclone as the series goes on. But both the regular edition and the variant edition are both listed around $2,000 in top condition. But Stan Lee has a story in it called Outcast. Now I'm pretty sure he's the writer and the artist in that particular one. So we're gonna draw this part to a close, and we'll tell you some more a little later. All right.